everybody, and welcome to the Makers of Minnesota podcast, where we talk to cool people doing cool things. I'm here with Liza Jackson and Sylvia Williams, and they are the owners of Soul Grain LLC. Soul Grain is a granola product, and talk about fantastic packaging. Welcome to the program, you guys.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Yeah. How did the whole granola idea start? Which one of you had it first?
Actually, I think it was a combination. We started with bars. That didn't
Okay.
go, so we shifted to granola. But I'm Liza, so I'm a nutritionist. Sylvia is a pastry chef. So we wanted to combine our interests and come up with super interesting flavors that are inspired by both of our cultures and background.
So tell me a little bit about that and how the granola is different than some of your traditional flavors.
Well, for these granola flavors, we decided to dig into, our cultural backgrounds and, grab something that, some flavors that you might find, at our grandmother's house or something. So we chose banana pudding, which is, anytime you go to a cookout or anything like that, you're going to have some banana pudding. Thanksgiving, we're always going to have a sweet potato casserole. And then we used for the flavors of the Caribbean for our cocoa mango. And Spice Paradise has grains of paradise in it, and that is a spice that's commonly used in North African cooking, which is, part of Liza's ancestry.
So you guys, just for those of you that are listening, Liza and Sylvia are African American, thus the talking about the culture and specific to where these flavors are coming from. I didn't realize that there weren't really these flavors on the market in a granola setting, but they're not.
No, that's where we come in.
Yeah. And so when you, I guess because I'm white, I don't think about other cultures in terms of flavor profiles. And maybe we've learned to associate maybe hot things with the Latina culture, and there's hot chili and some of those flavors that you'll see there. But I am really excited to try different flavors and experience food from different cultures. How has it been received?
Oh my God, we had an amazing response. Banana pudding is our best seller. But all of them really, everybody's really loving them.
They're so different and really feel different in the flavor profile and more interesting, way more interesting.
Way more interesting than your pumpkin spice granola, right? So we wanted to make the granola business a little more interesting.
How has it been? Your packaging's really great. Which one of you guys worked on the logo?
We both did.
Yes, we came up with an idea, and then we contacted our friend Troy Gua, who is an artist who's known kind of wildly throughout this area, specifically because he makes a Prince doll. And, he's real big on social media. So he came to our attention and we became friends. And so I contacted him with our ideas, and he created this amazing logo.
It is an amazing logo. And now that you talk about the Prince doll, I know exactly what you're talking about, because I think he's got a coloring book and some other things. And clearly, is Soul Grain a play on the Soul Train?
Yes.
Soul Train and whole grain with soul.
Right, exactly.
That's so great. I love it. Okay, so you decide that you're going to make this product. Did you right away start out in a commercial kitchen, or did you go to a distributor?
We started in our kitchen, actually, with a cottage food license, and then made our step up to a commercial kitchen.
It's interesting because before the pandemic, cottage foods license were pretty limited. And I think the amount that you could sell was 7,500. And now you can sell up to 75,000 and still have a cottage food license. And I don't know that people know that.
Oh, wow. We didn't know that, clearly.
Yeah, they changed the amount.
Right?
I think so. But
yeah.
Also, just to be able to make it on a scale that we needed to make it, we had to be in a commercial kitchen, because my oven can only can make so much granola.
Exactly. So where's your commercial kitchen now?
It's called Water's Edge Kitchen, and it's in Maplewood. It's a gluten-free kitchen, because we're a gluten-free product.
Are you finding a lot of camaraderie in the kitchen too? Is that kind of an unexpected bonus of being in a commercial kitchen?
Oh, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Amazing
actually, yeah.
makers in there.
Yeah.
And I think you
And
learn
if
a lot.
I'm sorry.
I said, I think you learn a lot from other makers.
For sure.
Absolutely.
When you thought about like how you're going to bring this product to market, what were your steps and what did you think the market was? And has that turned out to be the market?
Well, we knew the market, obviously the granola market is very crowded. So that's why we came up with the different flavored profile first, and then thought we would enter the market that way.
And how do you get the word out? Do you go to markets? Do you work with a distributor? Do you cold call grocery stores and food co-ops yourselves?
Well, we actually we've had a lot of success just, when we approach the stores and they try our product, and we've gotten a lot of success that way, and it's just kind of been snowballed, like, and we go to another store, and then and then some stores have called us.
How many stores are you in right now?
We are in 2 Kowalski's. We're getting ready to expand to the rest of them. We're in Regions Hospital and their gift shop, and we are
at Camden Foods, the airport store.
Yep.
We are soon to be in a lot of places that we can't quite say yet.
I understand.
But we're definitely growing, and that's super exciting. It's still just the 2 of us, so we're trying to scale strategically.
But yes.
Do you have other full-time jobs as well?
Yes, I do.
I don't.
Okay, so have you guys distributed like the division of labor to be like, okay, this will be your area, this will be my area, or are you collaborating kind of on all those decisions?
I mean, we collab, but I think things kind of naturally fall in place, which is, I
Yeah.
think, beautiful about our relationship. It kind of just happens. So
How long
she
have you
does.
guys been friends? You're very relaxed about this whole thing, which I love.
Oh yeah, we've been friends for what, over 14 years now.
Yeah.
Okay, so you like kind of figure out, what each other's strengths and weaknesses are, but when you run a business, that's harder. Have you come up against any stumbling blocks? Like I ran a business with my husband and boy, did I learn a lot about working together. Not always favorable, I got to admit.
So far, it's been great. Honestly,
Yeah,
we've had no hurdles on that part.
Right.
The hurdles are the business one, but not in our relationship now.
Yeah,
How
I
do
was
you
just saying, it's just we just perfectly work together in sync, and it's the weirdest thing because there's never been an issue, and I don't foresee any issues.
That is a little weird, but amazing. So that's awesome. How do you guys get people to sample your products?
Oh, we visit stores and we do samplings. Yes.
And once people sample a product, the likelihood of them buying it, I think I heard once it was as high as, if you're good at it, 30%. If you're okay at it, it's still as high as like 20%. Has that been your experience?
I would venture to say that our response has been greater than that. As soon as people taste our granola, it's so unique. It's unique in flavor and in texture because it has a really light crunch as opposed to a hard. It's very crispy as opposed to really hard crunch. So when I go to the stores and we do these pop-ups, usually I would say 9 times out of 10 people will buy the granola.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, we sell out for sure at all the events we've done.
Is there any fruit in yours?
Anyway,
Fruit.
we have 2 flavors that don't have fruit or nuts.
Okay.
And obviously, the fruit, cocoa, mango has mango.
Oh yeah, obviously. Sorry, I forgot about that one.
And then we have but Neutral Nelly doesn't have fruit or nuts for anybody who has sensitivities, and Spice Paradise has nuts but no fruit.
Okay, so kind of a mix. Were you big granola eaters yourselves before you ventured into this product?
I don't like granola. I like mine though. I like ours. Like, yes. Seriously, I've never been. I'm from France originally, and it's not a big thing there. And when I came to the US, I don't know. I never got into it until we created this product. Now I'm a big granola fan. Soul grain
Yeah.
granola.
And do they
I
have
like
muesli in France?
Yeah,
A little bit different.
different. So different.
Yeah. When you go and you look at your event profile, do you do any events that aren't in grocery stores? Like, are you doing any markets? Are you doing any tasting and sampling out and about in the community?
we've done a few. We just did a vegan festival in New Jersey. We don't have anything on the docket right now.
We have one coming up. It's like a little outside market, but it's for a realtor company. So
Oh, yes,
yeah.
yes,
So we
yes,
do
yes.
stuff like
Something
that.
smaller.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
All
Little
right.
pop-ups.
So people will try your granola because the flavor. What do you want them to know about your company, just about you? Like, are there people that you are finding along the way that have been helpful to you, or what kind of resources do you need moving forward?
What kind of resources do we need?
Mhm.
I mean, obviously, as most small business, capital is becoming an issue. But we're gonna work through that, hopefully. And
Yep.
then, what was the other question? Sorry.
What is there anything you want people to know about you, like from a standpoint, do you need help with social media? Do you need help with connections? What if people are listening to this podcast and like the granola and want to help spread the word, what can they do to help?
All of the above.
Yeah, right. We are really new at this, and we are very passionate about what we're doing, but we're also learning as we go. So we would love any help, any resources would be lovingly appreciated. Yes.
Yeah. And have you had inventory issues? Because it's hard to, when you're starting out trying to get capital, your product is probably a little expensive because of
It
the
is.
nuts and the fruit. So, having enough capital to make enough, and then freshness can be an issue too.
Well, that's the good part about granola, right? It has a shelf life of 6 to 9 months. So we haven't ran into that because we sell out pretty quickly.
Oh, that
But
is
as we
something.
will get to that.
All right. Well, I'm going to keep my ears peeled. And if I know anybody, because I welcome you guys to the space, we have so many new people that have come into packaged goods since COVID, right? Because a lot of people got rejuvenated and thought about new ideas, and they had the time because we weren't necessarily going into work. So people had the time to think of new products. And I would think social media has been a traditional big platform for granola makers. Is that a big platform for you?
Mm, I mean, we try, right? Like it's just us doing it. So I'm not great at social media. That would be a great help we could use as far as marketing, but not too much as far as social media.
So just getting it in people's mouths is what it sounds like.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. Yep.
And your packaging is lovely, which helps.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Are there other products that you guys are both jazzed about that you've seen that when you're out and about that you're like, oh, I just love that person's so and so?
Let me think. We're so focused on our own right now, honestly.
Right.
I'm like blinders on. I can't think of a new. I mean, we have
Okay.
a new.
Yeah.
We have a new product, and you can cut that out if it's not appropriate. But that's hemp infused. So we have
Oh,
a granola that's hemp infused. That's amazing.
okay. So let's talk about that. I mean, because it's legal and hemp has been legal for some time. Now we're into more consumables.
Right.
So if you eat hemp granola, what is the effect that you would feel in most cases?
Well, it is THC. So it's a 3.25 ounce bag and it has 20 milligrams of THC in it. We tell our newbies to start with a quarter of the bag. And it has a very calming, relaxing feel to it. We have some clients who suffer from some ailments, some cancer patients, and I have a client who has MS, and she takes it and it helps with her muscle twitches and it helps her to sleep. And I have another friend who has trouble eating and it helps him with his appetite. And everybody says, it doesn't necessarily make you sleepy, but when you do go to sleep, you sleep like a baby. So we created this granola with these health benefits in mind for people who wanted something healthier than a gummy or, some of the sugar laced,
the
unhealthy,
drinks.
edible.
Mhm.
So we wanted to provide something that was healthy and also had these benefits with them as well. So we just have one flavor. It's called lemon meringue high. And and we're gonna develop some more flavors here shortly.
Well, that's super unique and really on trend and very valued in the marketplace right now. People are really hopping on the THC products, and it, taste is a big part of that, right? They have to taste good, and it is hard to get some of them to taste good. Some of the seltzers just taste like, dank bong water, if I'm being perfectly honest.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. I'm like, for sure. So that's what we wanted to create, something that tastes good. There's no aftertaste. You can't taste or smell it
At all.
the THC at all. It tastes amazing, and it has no, the high fructose corn sugar they really put for high fructose corn syrup. Sorry, they usually put in gummies and things like that, so it's clean and healthy.
I love it.
And delicious, and people have a problem stopping. That's why I only put 20 milligrams in the bag, because I can eat a whole bag and be okay, and most people can eat 20 milligrams and be okay. But you got to be careful when you're eating it, because
I'm the person that would eat the whole bag and be catatonic for 4 hours because I'm not a big THC consumer. So maybe I will be over time. I don't know. It's all new to me too. So, well, it's been super nice to talk to you, Soul Grain, and the product looks great, tastes great. I'm excited to have you guys on the scene. Hopefully you'll run into you at a pop-up before too long. And consider coming out to Stone Arch Bridge Festival next year, because that's a market that I do with folks, and some of the vendors that I have, it's the market that kind of launched them. So I'll look forward to connecting with you guys next year.
Oh, great.
Oh, that
sounds
sounds
good.
All right. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks, ladies.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.